Hi, Kyle. It's that time again. Ready for a week 5 recap from our Pick'em League. Should I
Brittany,
be?
we are back with results for week 5.
Wait, Kyle. Before we begin, should I be concerned? Is this a hostage situation?
This is not a hostage situation. I am just struggling with some technology right now.
That's fair. That's fair. I changed my background to an alien invasion to match your vibe. So I am coming to you live from Marietta, Georgia. Here in Atlanta, it is baseball season. And in the city of Pittsburgh, it is hockey season because our football team doesn't really want to win. So, Kyle, I will turn it over to you to give us the standings and tell us, if anyone took over that coveted first place title.
All righty. Well, week 5 results are in. And Brittany, for the third week in a row, the Monday Night Football score was the tiebreaker, and we absolutely needed it. Last team standing came in with 12 correct picks, as well as guessing the closest to the Monday Night Football score, and their guess was 56 points. The total for Monday night was 59. Coming in alongside them with 12 correct picks was the Blind Darts, Show Me the Money, and the Pterodactyls. So looking at the overall scores, there's still only 8 points that separate the first place teams from the last place team. And we're all still gunning for those prizes that we reviewed last week, which are a PDO day, some SHS products, and or lunch at Sierra. And again, those are going to be picked by the winning team, and the second place team will then get their pick, and the third place team at the end of the league will get the remaining prize. So definitely still a bunch left to play for. So let's make sure we get those picks in. Additionally, Brittany, we are 5 weeks for 5 weeks with everyone getting their picks in. Nobody has missed a week yet, which I am super excited about.
I'm super proud of the team. That's awesome. I think that we can keep this streak going. So we're almost a third of the way ish through the season,
right? Almost. Yeah. So we're looking at week 6 here coming up. Week 6 kicks off Thursday night with the Bears versus the Commanders at 6:15 MST. And with that, Brittany, we all know picks are due when for the league?
Well, if that's the start time of that game, I would say they're due by 6:10 MST.
Absolutely. Picks are due no later than 5 minutes before the Thursday night game of the week. Additionally, looking at week 6, there will be no London game this week. We're going to take a couple weeks off, and the last London game, I believe, comes in October 30th. Additionally, looking at the Sunday night game this week, we have the Cowboys hopefully going to dole out the first loss to the undefeated Eagles. And then Monday Night Football, we have the hometown favorite Denver Broncos versus the Chargers. And finally, the Lions, Raiders, and Titans and Texans all have a bye this week. They're not playing. So Brittany, that wraps up kind of what we're looking at here for week 6. Why don't we jump into some injury reports and other league updates?
Sure thing, Kyle. Thanks for that. So a few things happened this week. Sadly, Kyle, I know you're going to be very, very upset about this. I do not have a Tom and Giselle update. So no news on that front. Hopefully no news is good news for them and for you Bucks fans out there. But I haven't gotten any People Mag updates on my phone telling me otherwise. So we'll stay tuned for all of that drama. It was a rough week, I can tell you, for Matt Ryan, who had his worst single game of the season from a grading standpoint. Rashad Penny, for your thoughts. The Seattle running back is out for the season. So that's the big injury that happened there. I would like to point out, though, Cooper Rush is crushing it. He's 5-0 in his first 5 games in Dallas starts. So I don't know that we're going to need Dak back on those Dallas Cowboys. The fans may want him to rest that thumb a little longer. based on how Cooper's been playing. I will say in total, stay classy Raiders news. Devontae Adams caused a ruckus last night when he was upset about the game, pushing a cameraman to the ground. So some debate on that. Kyle, I know you kind of watched it back and said he did come out of nowhere, but that shove was pretty forceful, and I think there was some frustration from the field on the other end. Maybe if he would have played that hard in the game, would have had a different outcome. Lastly, and saddest of the news in my book, folks, what is happening? The Eagles are still undefeated. This cannot, like, the Steelers' performance in this season is really making it a struggle for me. But the fact that right across Pennsylvania, the Eagles are just winning, all they do is win, it's not fair. I think this may go down in history as my worst football season that I've been alive for, especially if the Eagles carry on in this fashion.
It's been a tough season for some of those teams, Brittany, but we will see, can the undefeated Eagles hand Cooper Rush his first loss of the season? Because since he's come in for Dak, he has gone undefeated. So we'll see.
That's fair. Whose undefeated streak will continue, the Eagles or Cooper Rush's? I'm voting for Cooper Rush, which is hard for me to vote for an Eagle or a Cowboy. Who would win in a fight, Kyle? An Eagle or a Cowboy?
Absolutely a Cowboy. Absolutely.
Every time. Hey, Kyle, are you ready for Brit's Picks?
I'm ready every week, Brittany. What have you got for us this week?
Have you seen the 2000 classic, The Replacements?
You know, I'm definitely not doing this just for show purposes, Brittany, but I am 0 for 6. I have not seen The Replacements, although I do know it stars Keanu Reeves.
It does. Maybe are you a Keanu Reeves fan? Have you been just viewing all of the Matrices and the John Wicks as opposed to this football classic?
I've seen a few of those movies, but definitely not all of them.
All right. You strike me as a big Bill and Ted's guy. Kyle, maybe that's where you've been. You should check out these other quality films like The Replacements, yes, starring Keanu Reeves as Shane Falco. This is actually loosely based on the 1987 football strike that took place in the NFL. This team, so they were the Washington, it was before they were the Commanders. The Washington team, this story tells how a replacements group, since the team members were on strike, went on to win quite a few games, and actually it's the Super Bowl. So a great cast overall. You've got Gene Hackman, Jon Favreau. For you 7-Up fans, if you remember the spokesman Orlando Jones, he's in this. And for you House of the Dragon fan, like myself, Reese Ifans, the Hand of the King, was actually, I believe, a soccer player. But he comes on as the kicker for the team. He's a great character in there, and there's even a John Madden cameo. So there's a pivotal scene where they do a dance number to Gloria Gaynor's "I Will Survive." Hilarity ensues. Quality film, fun for the whole family. Tagline from this one: to rally the team before they go out on the field, chicks dig scars. Does it get any deeper than that from Keanu Reeves? I don't think so, Kyle. Check it out, as should all of you, to get in the football mood this week before the games. But make sure you make your picks Thursday, 5 minutes before game time. Kyle, I felt like you had something to say about The Replacements, like you were just going to go out and start streaming it immediately.
I'll definitely have to look for it. What do we know? What platforms it's on, Brittany? Where can we check it out?
You're asking too much. I do not have that information. Most of the streaming platforms for the movies, it's like somebody holding their cell phone and posting on YouTube. So I don't know. Probably commercials. I will find that out and update everyone next week. I will add that into the Brits Picks where you can stream. But probably somewhere on Dish, because Dish has everything you need for family entertainment fun.
It sure does. All right, folks, that wraps up this week's commissioner update video. As always, get those picks in on time and make good choices.